Donald J. Trump, our humble leader, our great president, the father of our nation. Donald Trump was born June 14, 1941, in the small city of Queens, New York, to Fred and Mary Ann Trump. His father, Fred, fathered 4 other children, Mary Ann, Fred Jr., Robert, and Elizabeth. Donald's father built homes in New York. This would later inspire him to do the same in his later years. He graduated at the New York Military Academy in 1964 and enrolled at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, where he graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Economics. Trump began working with his father in the 60s, building and renting out real estate in Queens. He later took over the entire company and faced federal charges when he refused to rent out homes to non-white families.
Trump as a child wasn't that bad. He was a pretty good child, but we didn't really love him, so we sent him to boarding school in hopes that he would change. When he got back, he decided he wanted to be a businessman, so we gave him a small loan of $1 million.
Trump later had 5 children ranging from ages 12 to 40, Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Tiffany, and Barron Trump. His youngest, at age 12, is his only child with his current wife, Melania Trump. Trump's children are the product of 3 marriages, Ivana, Marla, and Melania. Trump is often criticized for his rumored infidelity throughout all 3 of his marriages.
Let me tell you something. My father ran a good, clean political campaign. There was no... There?
No dirt. My room is clean. I have clean room. Yes. And Eric.
Thank you, Eric. All right. Like I was saying before, there was no Russian involvement in this campaign. There was no Russian involvement in this campaign. Eric, here's some keys. Play with the keys, Eric. All right. My father had a clean key. Eric?
Yeah.
Can you be quiet with the keys, please?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Thank you. All right. The things my father has done for this country have made it insurmountably better.
Insurmountably?
Yes, Eric. That means a lot. All right. The tax cuts, the jobs alone that he brings to
I have a job.
Thank you, Eric.
I clean my room.
Okay. Eric, we're doing an interview, so we can... Okay? Just play with the keys, Eric. The jobs alone have brought so much more money to this country, and the trade deals with China, the trade deals with Russia...
I like Chinese people.
Eric, okay. Everyone likes Chinese people. Okay. They're great. They're great people. I love the Chinese people, and so does my father. My father loves the Chinese people. People of all races and ethnicities. Asians, African Americans, Indians. Eric? Yeah? Please be quiet. All right. We are very well acquainted with all of the communities in America, and we promote racial diversity and equality in every way, shape, and form.
I like shapes. You know what my favorite shape is?
Yes, Eric. What's your favorite shape? What is it?
A circle.
A circle. All right, Eric. That's great. Could you please be quiet? We're doing an interview.
Yes.
Interview. All right. Well, that's it. Eric, is there anything you want to say before we go?
No.
Okay. That's all we have for today.
My name's Eric.
Before being elected, President Trump had already created quite a name for himself. In 1971, he became the head of his family's real estate business. He renamed it the Trump Organization and eventually expanded it to be involved in construction and renovation of skyscrapers, hotels, casinos, and golf courses. He also was involved in lots of side deals, such as owning the Miss Universe and Miss USA beauty pageants from 1996 to 2015. Along with that, he was the face on the television game show The Apprentice from 2003 to 2015. In March of 2018, his net worth was set at $3.1 billion.
The American dream is dead. But if I get elected president, I will bring it back bigger and better and stronger than ever before, and we will make America great again.
Before winning the U.S. presidency, Trump did not have any military or political experience. He had considered a presidential bid in the past, but opted not to run. In 2011, Trump questioned in interviews whether President Barack Obama was born in the United States. In following years, he harnessed rumors about Obama's birthplace to help grow his audience on social media and gain notice in conservative politics. In June of 2015, the real estate developer announced his presidential candidacy in a speech at Trump Tower. He ran his campaign on a pledge to make America great again. He wore the slogan on baseball hats during public rallies where he spoke out against anti-gun law advocates, illegal immigration, and government lobbyists. While promising to cut taxes, renegotiate trade deals, and create millions of jobs for American workers, his brash, unapologetic style and controversial comments gathered widespread media coverage. In May of 2016, he clinched the Republican nomination, beating out Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, and 14 other candidates. In the general election, Trump ran against Democrat Hillary Clinton. The race was divisive due to inflammatory remarks, tweets made by Trump about minorities and other groups. Trump's supporters admired his outspokenness and business success, along with the fact that he wasn't a politician. As the election neared, almost all national polls predicted a victory for the Democratic nominee. However, on November 8, 2016, when many people viewed as a stunning upset, Trump and running mate Mike Pence defeated Clinton and running mate Tim Kaine. Trump won the reliable red states as well as important swing states, including Florida and Ohio, and racked up 306 electoral votes to his rival's 232, but Clinton won the popular vote.
Hi, I'm Hillary Clinton.
Hi, so how did the last election go for you?
The last election, I was pretty disappointed because I lost for the second time, but, it was kind of weird because I won the popular vote, so I'm not really sure what that was about, but it's okay because now I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Donald Trump was inaugurated as the 45th President of the United States at noon on January 20th, 2017, succeeding Barack Obama. Upon taking office, Trump repealed regulations intended to address climate change, such as the Clean Power Plan, and withdrew from the Paris Agreement on climate change mitigation. Trump also withdrew the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, issuing a controversial executive order denying entry into the U.S. to certain citizens of countries, and withdrew from the Iran nuclear agreement. Trump ended DACA, making members subject to deportation. Trump also announced that the United States would recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, forge closer ties to Saudi Arabia, and restrict transgender and transsexual people from the military. During his first 2 years in office, Trump recorded one of the lowest approval ratings among presidents in the history of the United States of America. During his campaign, one of Trump's main points were to create a border wall on the U.S.-Mexican border, and while there have been prototypes for the wall, no actual construction has begun yet. The economy has been doing well under Trump. Stock markets have hit record highs, oil prices record lows, and consumer and small business confidence is buoyant. Inflation is also under control, along with retail sales picking up even though auto sales declined and wage growth remains sluggish. Healthcare is a whole other story. It was always going to be an early test for President Trump after he made it a centerpiece for his election campaign. President Obama's Affordable Care Act helped more than 20 million people, previously uninsured Americans, to finally get health coverage. But it has suffered from rising premiums, and Mr. Trump said he would immediately repeal and replace it. The House of Republican bill eventually passed despite a damning assessment from the Congressional Budget Office, a nonpartisan federal agency, which said it would result in 24 million uninsured Americans by 2026. The Senate failed to bring its own controversial version to a vote, citing a lack of support. It marked an embarrassing episode for President Trump and the Republican Party, which controls the presidency in both chambers of Congress for the first time in 11 years.
Trump, oh yeah, Trump is pretty cool. He faked my death and Tupac's and Elvis, and he sent us all to this island, and it's lit.
Trump will be running for election in 2020 for a second term to continue to try to make America great again.